Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Monday, Karaoke Tuesday, Steak Night Wednesday and Sunday, Thursday night Boneless Wing Night, and on Friday and Saturday nights, there'll be a DJ and or karaoke. And remember, Monday through Friday, happy hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Whether it's a strain, sprain, or fracture, WVU Medicine Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Charlestown and Spring Mills now offers same-day appointments. No referral is needed unless required by your insurance carrier. WVU Medicine Orthopedics and Sports Medicine offers the exceptional care you expect for the injuries you don't. For same-day appointments at WVU Medicine Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, call 304-725-BONE.
It's time for the excitement of NCAA Division II basketball featuring the Shepherd University Rams and the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. Today's game is sponsored by Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Mountaineer Pub, the Neon Moon Tavern, Orsini's Home Store, the Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Sutton and Janelle Law Firm, and WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Center. Now, let's send it out to the Butcher Athletic Center on the campus of Shepherd University and join our TV10 broadcast crew for the game.
Good evening and welcome to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University. We have some Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference basketball action coming up here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Or if you're joining us via the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference digital network, I'm Spencer Pui, joined alongside Dylan Bishop. Happy to have you with us here. Our cameraman tonight for Game 1 is Nick Verzolini. Back in the studio is Colin McLaughlin. You'll hear from him at halftime. And we're getting ready to count you down to tip-off here, brought to you by Sunset Water Services, proudly installing water softeners in Martinsburg and Berkeley County since 1989. And Dylan, both of these two teams playing tonight, it's Shepherd hosting Mansfield, and Mansfield and Shepherd are, on the women's side, the bottom two teams in the conference.
Yeah, Mansfield with their only win of the season in conference play coming at home against the Shepherd team. And Shepherd, of course, so far yet to get a win on the season. This is, I think, the best opportunity we're going to see at this Lady Rams team getting a victory this year. First time these teams played, it was a 9-point victory for Mansfield. That was, of course, as I mentioned, on Mansfield's home court, and that was on January 21st. So there's been a little bit of time, not quite a month, but still some time in between that there's been some, time for both teams to get a little bit more under their belt in conference play, make some adjustments here or there. And we'll see how it ends up tonight. It looks like a full team for who's available for the rest of the year for Shepherd. No injuries, at least, because we know that Sydney Bowles, the leading scorer on this Lady Rams team, missed a handful of games earlier in the season in January. So they have everyone tonight that they have available. So we'll see if they are able to get that win number 1 on the board here as we close into the final weeks of conference play.
And the last time we had this Shepherd team, it's been a while since we've been here for a Rams game. I believe that East Stroudsburg game on January 18th. So looking at since then, they fell at Mansfield 72-63 on the 21st of January. 23rd of January at Westchester, they fell 94-47. On the 25th of January at Shippensburg, they fell 92-52. They were home to face Kutztown on January 28th, fell 63-30. On the 1st of February at Millersville, they fell 81-55. And last Saturday, they fell at Lockhaven 70-43. And it's just been a tough go this season for the Rams. And it's obviously building a program is what Julie Kaufman's doing, but it's going to be a tough finish to the year, and it's been a tough year so far.
Right, and that's been a little bit of tough competition in these last handful of games. So you're talking about a Millersville team that sits at tied for 3rd in the PSAC East. And Shippensburg, they had to go at Shippensburg, kind of the biggest rivalry that we have here in the PSAC with these Pennsylvania teams, only about a 90-minute drive down the road. And Shippensburg, it's a 40-point loss, but they do have the nation's leading scorer, former PSAC East Player of the Year, Ariel Jones, on that team, who we'll see for our next game that we have.
Could be once again the PSAC leader or the PSAC Women's Basketball Player of the Year.
Right, you would assume so. It'd be kind of. She's the nation's leading scorer, that's what you would assume. And then, of course, 2 weeks from now, we'll be back for senior night, and that's who will be here at the Butcher Center is Shippensburg. But before that, we have tonight. And, again, it's going to be tough, but, again, we say it every time. Young team, still developing, whole new roster compared to last year. And they just have to chug through this season, do what they can, get the experience they can, figure out where people fit in the right places, and you go on to next year and try to get some new players in, fill some new roles, and see what you can do. And it starts tonight, and see if you can build some momentum, get your first win of the year, and try to build positively into the rest of the year and into next.
Yeah, when you look at some players on this team, you mentioned earlier Sydney Bowles. She is the team's leader in points, averaging 8.9 points a game. Megan Shipley right behind her, averaging 8.7. And then Peyton Grant averaging 8.2. Which, for a team that's struggled to score all year, having 3 players at that between 8 and 9 points is not bad. It actually just shows the kind of the all around between all the players here is that there's not necessarily one player leading the squad. They're kind of all playing together.
Right. These are players that I think normally you would prefer to have in a role position, like Peyton Grant as your spot up 3-point shooter, probably more of a shooting guard who has been acting as a point guard this year. Sydney Bowles has really good potential as a point forward who can be a nice scorer on this team and teams to come. Megan Shipley was the starter on an NCAA tournament team last season, a team that took the eventual national champions Glenville State to the brink. For about 3.5 quarters, it looked like they might be able to pull off the huge upset. She started on that team, but she was more of the 5th scoring option. Now this year, she's the 1st or the 2nd, and she's obviously the 2nd leading scorer. So that's just kind of that's a great example of how this team has changed. Players that normally you would fit into different kind of roles, a hustle, lane filling, cutting kind of players have to take on more responsibilities. So hopefully this team can grow. Players can grow into those more responsibilities, or you can bring in players in the years to come that can help out and take some of the weight off of the shoulders of players like Megan Shipley. And of course, Shipley's a very young player herself. She was just a freshman last year, just still a sophomore out of Middletown, Maryland.
And Kara Miner, the lone senior on this team, averaging 6.4 points a game. She's shooting about 35% from the field, 30% from beyond the arc, and 83.3% from the charity stripe. And she is the senior leader per se on this team. She's 2nd in rebounds with 104, right behind Sydney Bowles, who has 105. And she's got 11 blocks on the season. She's kind of the heart and soul of this team, Dylan. It appears.
Yeah, again, like you said, the
senior, vocal leader.
Yeah, really one of the only two players. Like last year, Megan Shipley, as I mentioned, was a starter on this team, but she was just a freshman. Last year, Kara Miner was really the only player left over from last year that got a significant number of minutes outside of Shipley. So she kind of has to be that leader, that kind of starting center who can pop out and be a stretch 5 and hit those 3-pointers. Only shooting 30% from 3 on the year, but that's a number that has come up significantly as the year has gone on. Kind of had a slow start, and so it's just more responsibility equals more shots, and sometimes that leads to a lower volume. But you trust her to shoot as many threes as she wants to shoot.
Yeah, and kind of most of the players that get into the games. I mean, the starting 5 essentially. They're averaging 6 or more points a game. So it's not like you have a player lagging below that, but, it's kind of a consistent basis where you have 6, 6.4, 8.2, 8.7, and 8.9, Dylan.
Right. I mean, they're getting, 8, 6, 6. I mean, that's not a bad 36 points a game from your starters. That's not a bad number if you were to be getting significant contributions off the bench. But just the way that this team was put together, kind of quick on the fly, it's not a super deep team. To be perfectly frank, it's just something that they're going to have to build upon. Julie Kaufman in her first year. Like we said, 80-90% of this team's production from last year graduated or transferred, with the coaching change. So that's just it's the natural consequence of something like that.
And that it is. And Dylan, we'll take our first break here on the Sunset Water Services Countdown to Tip-Off. When we come back, we'll break down more of this Mansfield team. You're tuned in to Shepherd Hoops on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 2 minutes.
Hello, this is Mark Sutton of the Sutton & Janelle Law Firm. The right attorney can make all the difference in your case. That's why you should call Sutton & Janelle. We have been serving clients in West Virginia and Maryland since 1999 in the areas of family law, DUI, criminal defense, and personal injury. Sutton & Janelle works hard to obtain a favorable outcome for you at a reasonable rate with affordable payment options. Sutton & Janelle values your rights and is passionate about your success. Contact us today at suttonandjanelle.com.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Hi, I'm Annette McDonald, and I am the designer at Orsini's in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We welcome you into our store to show you a complete line of what we do here. We design your cabinetry, quartz countertops, granite countertops, hardware, anything for the full remodel of your kitchen and your home needs. We also do bathrooms, and we have flooring available too. We make sure that your project with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com.
Here on the campus of Shepherd University as we get you set for Shepherd women's hoops action as they take on Mansfield. The Rams obviously come into this game 0-21 on the season and 0-16 in the conference. But Mansfield comes in 2-19, 1-16 in the conference, 2-9 at home, but 0-10 on the road. And Dylan, you look at this Mansfield team, one of their 2 wins, as you mentioned before, came against Shepherd when they hosted the Rams back in January. But this could be the Rams' night. But if Mansfield has anything to say about it, it won't be.
Right, this is a Mansfield team that is only scoring 53.7 points a game. compared to giving up 71.7. It's an average scoring margin of -18. They're only shooting 33% from the field, 26% from 3. That's an advantage that Shepherd has on them. They shoot better from the 3-point line on more attempts as well. The Shepherd's taken 430 3-pointers on the year. Mansfield's taken just a little under 400, so that's 5 made threes a game for Mansfield and 5.8 for Shepherd. So that might be somewhere you can take advantage tonight, is, pack in the paint, and Mansfield might not be able to get get the threes off to make up for that. But they do shoot, also Shepherd does, better from the free throw line by about 2% there as well. This is, again, Mansfield, this team has struggled mightily. They, last few games for them, they lost 57-35 at Lock Haven. They lost only by 3 points to Westchester, a Westchester team that's currently 13-4, a half game back of Shippensburg for the lead in the PSAC East. So that's something that gives you some pause as a Shepherd fan. They lost by 22 to East Stroudsburg, lost by 10 to Millersville, lost 91-53 to Cal PA. That's their last 5 games. And those are the 5 out of the 6 that they played since beating Shepherd 72-63.
Yeah, and Dylan, this is a tough one. It's the bottom 2 teams in the league playing in this one. It's going to be a tough game. But what do you think Shepherd is going to have to do to separate themselves tonight if they want to get the victory?
I mean, the main thing for this team all season long has been their turnovers. Peyton Grant at point guard, like I mentioned in the first segment, I kind of see her as more of a shooting guard. She's really good when you get her the ball, and she can even shoot off the dribble from three-point range. But I think it's just something that this team needs, a ball handler, and one hasn't really emerged. One that can kind of just slow things down and then keep things on the Shepherd side of things without early turnovers in the possession. A lot of teams have been pressing full court against the Rams, and they've had a lot of success doing it. Shepherd has turned the ball over 20 times a game so far this year and only forcing 11. Mansfield also turns the ball over 20 times a game, but they've been forcing 17 turnovers a game. So that might be something to watch out for tonight. They only have a -3 turnover margin, even though they turn it over 20 times a game like Shepherd does. So they're going to have to really take care of the ball tonight, as they got to watch out for this Mansfield team, and they got to prepare for Jasmine Hilton down low, who averages 16 points and almost 9 rebounds a game for Mansfield.
All right, let's take a look at the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference standings here as we get ever so closer to the start of the PSAC tournament coming up here in just a few weeks. And Dylan, will start with the East. Shippensburg in first place at 13-3 in the PSAC, 18-4 overall. Westchester, Shippensburg, they've already clinched their PSAC tournament berth with 13 wins on the season, 3 losses in the PSAC. Westchester 13-4 in the conference, 16-7 overall. Millersville 9-8, 14-9 overall. East Stroudsburg 9-8, 13-10 overall. Kutztown sitting at 8-8, 10-12 overall. Lock Haven 7-10, 9-13 overall. Bloomsburg 6-11, 8-13 overall. Mansfield, as we mentioned, 1-16 in the conference, 2-19 overall. Shepherd 0-16, 0-21 in the overall. Over to the West, Gannon has the lead in the West by 3 games. It appears. 14-3 record in the conference, 22-3 on the season. All 3 of their losses coming in conference play. Look over at Edinburgh; they're sitting at 11-5, 14-7 overall. Tied
2.5 game lead.
Yeah, 2.5. Edinburgh tied with Cal PA Cal PA is 1 game or half game behind there with an 11-6 record, 15-8 overall. Pitt Johnstown sitting at 10-6 in the conference, 13-9 overall. IUP 10-7, as well as Seton Hill. Mercyhurst at 8-8, Slippery Rock at 7-10, and Clarion at 13-4. So, that West seems to be where the power is this year.
Right, and it kind of looks like the East does on the men's side of things, where you have Seton Hill sitting at 6th place, but they're only a game and a half out of 2nd place, Edinburgh. So there's a lot of competition there, as there always is. The PSAC West in men's and women's basketball is always incredibly competitive. Calpier doing a lot of that without last year's West Player of the Year, Deja Terrell. So it's tough over there, as it usually is. And, of course, on the west side in men's basketball, you have the number 1 team in the country, IUP.
And we'll have the men's game for you later here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube, as well as the PSAC Sports Digital Network. We'll step aside for our second break of the Sunset Water Countdown to Tip-Off. When we come back, we'll take a deeper dive here at this matchup between these two teams. You're tuned in to Shepherd Women's Hoops on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 2 minutes.
You've been in an accident. Why won't the insurance company pay? Because they're trying to save money at your expense. Call Mansion Ferretti for your free consultation. We have the experience to deal with the insurance company and get you the compensation you deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. Located at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, the Neon Moon Tavern has delicious food and cold beverages. Stop on in Mondays for some mayhem with us and Shepherd quarterback Tyson Bagent, or on Tuesday for some gourmet tacos. Wednesdays is whiskey and trivia night, Thursday is steak night, Fridays are dinner specials, Saturdays there's live music, and Sunday morning is brunch. We're open every day from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Call us at 304-260-4002 for takeout or stop on in to the Neon Moon Tavern.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University as we get you ready for PSAC women's basketball action as the Shepherd Lady Rams host Mansfield here in this PSAC East matchup. We're on the countdown to tip-off brought to you by Sunset Water Services. Dylan, this game here about 8 minutes away from tip-off, and we'll start getting into some things here, and we'll start with the keys to the game. The key to your next vehicle is at the Heffley Motor Company, located at 993 Hedgesville Road in Martinsburg. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? I ride with them, and you should too.
Well, at Mansfield, I think for them is to get pressure on the defensive side, because that's just what Shepherd has struggled to do all year, and is get the ball really across half court with full court pressure, and then they also need to get themselves some open three-pointers and knock them down. If they can knock down the three, it's going to make the Rams defense have to do a lot more than they would normally have to. For Shepherd, I think the keys, I've kind of mentioned them already, is that they need to take care of the ball, get it across half court, and because their half court offense has not been that bad this year, really. I mean, they're only averaging 50 points a game, but I think a lot of that is in how many turnovers they give up. And then also they need to pack the paint, because not only does this Mansfield team struggle shooting from three, they also have their leading scorer down low, Jasmine Hilton, the 5'10 forward, who averages 16 points and almost 9 rebounds a game. If you can keep her in check, she's an 84% free throw shooter, so you got to watch out putting her on the line. Then I think this is a chance for the Rams to get their first win of the season.
Did you already do for Mansfield?
Yep, those are in both teams. Either game. Yep.
Trying to figure something out over here. All right, now it's time for your players to look out for Brought to you by Sutton and Janelle Attorneys at Law, a full-service law firm helping individuals, families, and businesses with all of their legal needs. They're at 224 West King Street in Martinsburg or online at suttonandjanelle.com.
Well, I kind of spoiled it with that for the Mansfield side. It is Jasmine Hilton. She's by far the leading scorer on this team. The second leading scorer is at 9.7 points a game, Olivia Palo. And she is at 16 points a game, 8.7 rebounds. Shoots only 38% from the field overall. Not a great percentage. She's taking a lot of shots in almost 36 minutes a game. Only 29% from three, but again, 84% from the line. So she is able to get herself fouled and get herself those easy chances from the charity stripe. And for Shepherd, I think the player to watch is going to be Sydney Bowles. Obviously, she's the leading scorer on this team, not by a whole lot, but I think she brings the most to the table on this team that she's the player most likely to be able to take over a game in a sense. She can get a rebound down low. She's a leading rebounder on the Rams as well, and she can take it coast to coast and kind of act as a point forward. She's got some nice moves that she can get to and put some points up on the board. I think she plays good defense, and I think if this team is going to win this game, they're going to need a big night from her and help carry the load on offense.
All right, well, that will do it for this segment of the Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by Sunset Water Services, proudly installing water softeners in Martinsburg and Berkeley County since 1989. Colin, we will take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and get you set for tip-off. You're tuned in to PSAC Hoops on Talk Radio on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 3 minutes.
You've been in an accident. Why won't the insurance company pay? Because they're trying to save money at your expense. Call Mansion Ferretti for your free consultation. We have the experience to deal with the insurance company and get you the compensation you deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. Located at 4529 Shepherdstown Road in Martinsburg, the Neon Moon Tavern has delicious food and cold beverages. Stop on in Mondays for some mayhem with us and Shepherd quarterback Tyson Bagent, or on Tuesday for some gourmet tacos. Wednesdays is whiskey and trivia night, Thursday is steak night, Fridays are dinner specials, Saturdays there's live music, and Sunday morning is brunch. We're open every day from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. Call us at 304-260-4002 for takeout or stop on in to the Neon Moon Tavern.
Hello, this is Mark Sutton of the Sutton and Janelle Law Firm. The right attorney can make all the difference in your case. That's why you should call Sutton and Janelle. We have been serving clients in West Virginia and Maryland since 1999 in the areas of family law, DUI, criminal defense, and personal injury. Sutton and Janelle works hard to obtain a favorable outcome for you at a reasonable rate with affordable payment options. Sutton and Janelle values your rights and is passionate about your success. Contact us today at suttonandjanelle.com.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
All right, Dylan, or welcome back to the pregame show here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube, about a minute and a half before the pregame buzzer goes off as we get you set for some PSAC basketball tonight. These two teams played a 9-point difference in Mansfield's victory the last time these two teams played. What do we think the difference is going to be tonight in the ball game?
Well, obviously it helps out Shepherd that they're going to have the home crowd here behind them tonight. It looks like the girls team for Shepherdstown Middle School, the Cardinals, are making a team trip over here tonight behind the Shepherd bench. They're usually a student section, but obviously the student section kind of floats around for Shepherd basketball. You get a lot of athletes sit behind the wooden bleachers opposite of where the cheerleaders are set up. So there's going to be that difference compared to the game that Mansfield won by 9. And they'll have the full roster. Sydney Bowles, off the top of my head, I can't remember if she missed that game against Mansfield, but they will have her available tonight. So I think that if they can limit the turnovers, we'll see if Mansfield comes out and tries to press them full court. But if they can limit the turnovers, I think that's the main problem that has been the reason that Shepherd's yet to win a game.
All right, as the buzzer is getting ready to go off here to play the national anthem, we'll step aside for a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and first tip. You're tuned in to Shepherd Hoops on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 2 minutes.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Conveniently located right off 81 at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway, Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including happy hour 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts. Monday night is trivia night, Thursday night is wing night, and Wednesday and Sunday night is steak night.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
The American College of Emergency Physicians recently announced that WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center's Emergency Department has once again achieved the Bronze Standard Level 3 Geriatric Emergency Department accreditation. This program recognizes emergency departments that provide excellent care for older adults and have geriatric appropriate equipment and supplies available. Berkeley Medical Center's Emergency Department is one of 2 geriatric accredited emergency departments in West Virginia. WVU Medicine, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Whether it's a strain, sprain, or fracture, WVU Medicine Orthopedics and Sports Medicine in Charlestown and Spring Mills now offers same-day appointments. No referral is needed unless required by your insurance carrier. WVU Medicine Orthopedics and Sports Medicine offers the exceptional care you expect for the injuries you don't. For same-day appointments at WVU Medicine Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, call 304-725-BONE.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. It's now time to get you ready for tip-off. But it's time for the starting lineups, which is brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. They'll help you with all your financial needs at the Marius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors. So we've got the starters for Mansfield. It'll be number 4, the senior guard, the 5'8" senior guard from Williamsport, Pennsylvania, Madison Fox. Number 5, the 5'10" senior forward from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, Jasmine Hilton. Number 10, a 5'9" sophomore guard from Millerstown, Pennsylvania, Kennedy Strope. Number 12, the 5'7" freshman from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, Danny Aletzi. And rounding out the lineup is the 5'10" senior from Albany, New York, Olivia Paglo. And for Shepherd, same lineup they usually go with here. It'll be Sydney Boyles, Megan Shipley, Peyton Grant, Kara Miner, and Kendall Haggerty. Has not changed yet really this year, Dylan.
No, that's
except for when Bowles was hurt those 4 games.
All right, that's the 5 leading scorers on the team. So they've been trusting them to get the start out there, and I think that's been the 5 best players so far.
The opening tip-off coming up right now is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Go to HagerstownFord.com for more. Here as we get ready for tip-off in this one. As it appears Mansfield is ready. Shepherd's still in their huddle.
Just getting the last few words of encouragement before they hit the court. Sydney Bowles taking the opening tip as usual.
Then it's Jasmine Hilton, and Hilton tips it, and it's grabbed by Evelyn Paglo. Now over to Fox. Fox now down to Paglo. Paglo's going to dribble through the lane. She's going to lay it up and in. First shot of the game brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect. They're at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Call them at 304-263-4343. It's 2-0 now for Mansfield. And it will be Haggerty up at the top of the key. Now over to Shipley. She's got it over to Bowles. Bowles will pass it back to Shipley. Will dribble drive through the lane. Try to pass it. She'll pass it to Miner. Miner back to Shipley. A 3 coming from Haggerty. That one is off the mark, no good. Pushed out of bounds by Bowles. It'll be Mansfield ball.
And Haggerty's taken a lot of threes this year for Shepherd at 97, second most on the team behind Peyton Grant, only shooting 18.6% on them as well. That was a deep one. I think the shot selection is probably the reason for that low percentage.
Ball over to Paglu. Now a 3 coming from Fox is no good, but got their own rebound, did Mansfield. Over to Hilton. Now his ball's taken away by Miner. Shepherd's going to go a little fast here.
It was poked out at first by Haggerty. It was a good steal there.
We got a foul here?
We had the stoppage.
Not quite.
I didn't see a foul signaled. It looks like they're going to fix it might be a clock error. Doesn't look like they're assessing a foul on anyone.
Yeah, that's confusing.
Yeah, I think the clock stopped, and they just wound 5 seconds off.
So they're going to have to put it back. Let's see. They don't. Shepherd has it. Over to Haggerty. Now to Grant. Grant to Shipley. Shipley over to Bowles. Now to Haggerty in the opposite corner. To Shipley again, and she travels. First quarter brought to you on TV 10 by the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown. Ranson, proudly serving the area since 1880. Ball now to Edsley. Now over to Strope. To Paglo. Shot from Paglo is up and no good. It'll be a turnover off the jump ball.
Here comes that pressure that we mentioned Shepherd struggled with so far this year.
It's 2-0, 8:34 left in the first quarter. 3 on the way. That one's no good from Minor. Airballed. It'll go out of bounds, and it will be Mansfield possession. 8:27 left in the first quarter. It'll be Fox. Now over to Edsley. To Hilton. Paglo has it. She's going to put it up and off the mark, no good. She tried to fight for the rebound, but I believe she's going to get over the back foul. It'll be Shepherd possession.
Yep. Good zone defense so far from the Rams. Moving around, keeping in good position, not letting anyone get open.
2-0 the score. 8:05 left in the first quarter. Haggerty had it. She had to give it to Bowles. She's going to dribble, drive through the lane, split the defense. Layup is off the mark, no good. Going back the other way now is Mansfield. Pass in the corner to Edsley. Edsley's going to go in a couple feet, and she's going to shoot it, and that one rattles around and through. 4-0 the lead here, 7:41 left in the first quarter. First quarter also brought to you on TV 10 by CMA's Honda Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA moving lives forward. Shipley now trying to set up the offense. He passes it over to Haggerty. Haggerty gets the screen from Bowles. Can't do much with it. Over to Minor. Minor tried to pass it to maybe Grant.
I think that was going for Grant, but Grant was cutting in at the same time that she was making that pass. She was passing it where she was and not where she was going.
Little miscommunication there.
Yep.
It'll be Mansfield possession, up 4-0 here. Ball now over to Edsley. Her three is on the way. That one rattles around, no good. Boyle skies up for the rebound. Bowles now to Shipley. Over it now to Bowles from three, and that one's through. The first points of the evening for the Shepherd Lady Rams. A three-pointer puts the deficit at 1, 4-3, 6:52 left in the first quarter.
Bowles only averages about 2 3-point attempts a game.
And she turns around right there, has a block, but it'll be a foul.
It looked like she got her hand on the ball, but I guess she had her other
slid down. I think it slid down.
Or she got her other hand on the body. Bowles only takes about 2 3-pointers a game, but she shoots a good percentage, 41%.
Just edged up a little bit. The charity stripe is Edsley. Her first shot is straight through, makes it 5-3. Elsie, excuse me. Elsie, second shot is up and good. 6-3 is the score. Shepherd with possession. Jordan Carr into the contest. She gets fouled.
I think that's an extra ball handler. I don't mind if you're going to take Bowles out of the game and kind of lose a ball handler. I think Carr is a good substitution.
It's early, it appears.
Right, that's Bowles got that first foul pretty quick. Or actually, it looks like, according to the scoreboard, they assessed it to Haggerty.
Very interesting.
So it might just be trying to get a little bit of a rotational shift.
Turnover, though. Mansfield with it. Down low to Paglo. She tips it back out. Shot coming there from Strope is no good. Back the other way is Shepherd. That's Shipley. Shipley now to Haggerty. Now to Grant. Grant a deep three on the way. And that banks off and goes in. Tie ball game here. 6-6, 6-11 left in the first quarter.
That's been a big part of the Shepherd offense so far this year. Peyton Grant, 120 3-point attempts this year, shooting 38% on them. Starting off hot today.
Hilton now. She'll dribble, drive through the lane, no good. Rebounded by Minor. The crowd in the Butcher Center starting to come alive. Maybe things can flip to the Rams' way. A three on the way from Haggerty. That's through. Grant. Grant, back-to-back threes. A 9-6 lead now for the Rams.
This is what they needed, and with your leading scorer on the bench.
All they've scored right now is 3-pointers, Dylan.
Yep, they're going to have to hit a lot of them tonight, I think.
Paglow's turnaround shot rolls around and no good. Grant with the board. She's going to hustle up the floor. Now over to Haggerty from 3, and that's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Elsie. We've got a timeout. We'll take one with him. You're tuned in to Shepherd Hoops on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. With the Lady Rams on top of Mansfield, 9-6. We're back in 1 minute. You're tuned in to Shepherd Hoops on TV 10.
This is a public service message from Bechtel Jewelers to Chocolates, brought to you by Diamonds. Dear Chocolates, you melt. As for us, Diamonds, we melt her. Hi, I'm Lori from Bechtel Jewelers. Face it, Chocolates, yes, you're sweet. Yes, you can be hard to keep your hands off of. But if the idea is to melt her on Valentine's Day, that's what we do. She doesn't exactly fall all over herself when she sees you. Her eyes don't get all big when she sees it's a box of chocolates. She doesn't fall all over the man who hands her a box of chocolates. Am I right or am I right? But when she sees it's a little jewelry box with diamonds inside, does she get all worked up? Oh yeah. Do her eyes get big? Oh yeah. Does she start to melt right in front of the man who hands her that little box with diamonds inside? Oh yeah. Of course, all of this is said with great love. Signed, Diamonds. This public service announcement has been brought to you by Bechtel Jewelers, Route 11 South in Inwood. Come see us because we melt her.
Welcome back here to the Butcher Center. It's a 9-6 lead for the Shepherd women's basketball team on top of Mansfield. 5:15 left in the first quarter. And Dylan, quickly, what have you seen from this Rams team over the last 2 minutes?
Well, they haven't really turned the ball over too much. They've been able to break the press, and then the 3-pointers have fallen so far. So far, so good.
All right, well, Mansfield with possession now. That's that is Stanton in the ball game. Ball taken away by Carr over to Haggerty. Haggerty now gets past half court. She just passes it over to Carr. Carr has the ball almost taken away, but I guess flung out of bounds would be the better way to put that.
Yeah, I guess it was tipped as she tried to make that pass to Haggerty.
Rams possession. It'll switch out as Minor comes out of the ball game. It'll be Madison Mertz who enters. Grant inbounds it to Carr, back to Carr now as she handed it off to Haggerty.
I think Mertz has given the team some pretty good minutes off the bench so far this year.
Down low now to Shipley. She'll turn around for the jumper, and that rolls around and no good. Rebounded by Danae Elsie. She passes it now to Stanton. Stanton down low to Hilton. Back up top to Stanton. Now back to Hilton from 3. That rolls around and no good. Fighting for the board. And the Rams appear to have it, but they're on the ground. They're called a jump ball. It'll remain with Mansfield.
We mentioned before the game that Mansfield shoots under 27% from three-point line, so it looks like this is zone defense from the Rams. They're essentially daring Mansfield to shoot threes, and they're not taking a whole lot of them. Elsie made one already, but...
Ball inbounded now to Hilton from 3, wide open, and she sinks that. It's now a tie ball game once again.
Well, that's the leading scorer on the team.
No, they count that as a 2?
Looks like that's what's been put up on the scoreboard. We'll have to see if that stays as.
8 is the score. Over to Mertz. Now to Grant. Grant to Shipley. She'll dribble drive through the lane, put that up. It's an air ball, but Mertz falls right into Mertz's hands. Jordan Carr tries to take it, but the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover.
Well, Carr wanted that call to stay with them, but it was poked out by Mansfield, but then they tipped it off of her. I think it was correctly called last off.
Mountaineers have possession here. Ball up to Madison Fox. She now passes it to Kennedy Strope. Entering the ball game now is Emily Liddig. She has possession. Ball now to Hilton. She'll dribble drive to the lane. Ball's blocked. And Stroke tried to get it back, but she ended up pushing it out of bounds. So it'll be Shepherd basketball.
I like the defense from Kendall Haggerty so far. Poking the ball out for a steal earlier. Now she got a block on Hilton.
3:11 left in the first quarter. Carr now over to Haggerty. Haggerty trying to get the screen. She tried to get a screen, but then the ball kicks around as it's off the body over to Grant. Grant's going to dribble around and lay it up and in. Kind of the hook shot there.
With the left
Shepherd up
hand.
3 points, 11-8 here, 2:48 left in the first quarter. Ball now over to Strope. Strope to Ledig. And a travel there by Hilton, so it'll be a turnover. Shepherd basketball.
All right, so far so good. They're playing good defense. It looked like they were playing man up that time as opposed to the 2-3 zone that they've done a lot of. And now Mansfield's backing off with a full court pressure.
Into Carr. Carr's going to run the offense here. Kind of gets a screen. She'll hand it off now to Mertz. Now to Grant for a three, and that's through. Peyton Grant. Have a day from three. Now 3 for 3 from beyond the arc with 9 points of the team's 14.
She can get hot. She's done it before.
Ball now in possession by the Mountaineers. Stanton now down low, and that shot's no good. Rebound, or I guess it did go in.
Yep.
So it's 14-10. And Grant another three.
Heat check. That would have been her 50th made three of the season.
Hey, it rolled around and came out. It'll be a turnover. Mansfield's turnover, so it'll now go back with Shepherd. 14-10's the score. Here, 1:40 left in the first quarter.
I said that would have been her 50th made three of the season. Only Megan Shipley and Sydney Bowles have made 50 field goals in general on this team.
Shipley over to Grant. Grant's going to dribble her way in, and that is off the mark, no good on an air ball.
Tough going to the left hand.
Ball down low to Ledig. Now over to Stanton. Stanton finds Hilton, and her jumper from just inside the charity stripe is good. 14-12. Rams' lead has shrunk to 2. 1:05 left in the first quarter.
Hilton started to find the soft spots in those zones. Have to watch out for her in the middle there.
A three coming from Mertz. That is off the mark, no good. Going back the other way now is Mansfield, and try to have a lead pass up to Ledig, but it ends up going out of bounds. So with 48.8 seconds left in the first quarter and Shepherd on top by 2, 14-12, they will have possession, the Rams will.
We mentioned Mansfield turns the ball over just as much as Shepherd does, and we mentioned that's really the main thing that Shepherd has needed to improve on.
Shipley checked out of the ball game. Now Minor's in the game. Now over to Haggerty. Getting screens down low to Minor, but it instead goes into the hands of Strope for a turnover. Push the ball up the floor to Ledig. Ledig from three, and that's through. The Mountaineers take a 15-14 lead over the Rams. 20 seconds and counting left in this first quarter. Jordan Carr taking it up.
Ledig is actually the best three-point shooter on this Mansfield team, over 36%. They got to watch her.
Shepherd will take the last shot of the half, or try to. Ball turned over though. Ledig with it. She's going to take it to the rack, does Hilton, and she scores that at 17-14 here at the end of the first quarter. We'll step aside for a 60-second break with Mansfield on top 17-14. You're tuned into PSAC Hoops on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 60 seconds.
Hi, I'm Annette McDonald, and I am the designer at Orsini's in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We welcome you into our store to show you a complete line of what we do here. We design your cabinetry, quartz countertops, granite countertops, hardware, anything for the full remodel of your kitchen and your home needs. We also do bathrooms, and we have flooring available too. We make sure that your project with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University as we get ready to start quarter number 2. It's a 17-14 lead for the Mansfield Mountaineers over the Shepherd Lady Rams here. And Dylan, just kind of a last-second uptick for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, they went on a run very late in that quarter. Started to get out in transition. The defense just needs to get back.
Shepherd with possession now. Carr still on the court here to start the quarter over to Shipley. Shipley now to Bowles. Bowles finds a gap to get in to the lane, and she drives down there. Ball tipped away by the Mountaineers.
I see Bowles back in the game. Sat out a lot of that first quarter. I wonder if that was kind of a strategy to get Bowles back in while Mansfield has less of their starters in. Try to get your best player out there while less of their best players are out.
Good point there, Dylan. Ball now over to Grant, to Carr. Carr now to Shipley. Shipley's going to get the screen from Minor, but is a moving screen.
I don't believe Mansfield was playing zone in that first quarter, at least not much of it.
Yeah.
And now they've moved to it to try to, again, they're kind of the same thing as Shepherd, dare them to shoot threes, which they made a lot of, but it was only Peyton Grant. There was another one from the Bulls, but that was it.
Ball now to Strope. Strope has it once again, that's down to Skatell. Skatell with the made bucket makes it 19-14, 9:18 left in the second quarter. Ball now over to Minor. Minor tried to pass it. Her pass is tipped away, taken away by Hilton. Hilton passes it to Leidig. Leidig now to Hilton from 3, and that's straight through. The Mountaineers have now opened up an 8-point lead over the Rams, 22-14, excuse me. Carr now over to Minor. Minor to Shipley, back to Minor. Tried to pass it to Bowles. Ball's taken away by Hilton, and she's going to run the court, and she's going to lay that one up, but gets fouled by Shipley.
We mentioned that a lot of times what the turnovers were for the Rams would be in the backcourt when they bring full court pressure, the other team, that is. But a lot of the turnovers so far have been just errant passes off of pick and roll, not realizing that the team's kind of crashing in on the roll instead of, maybe the skip pass to the side. It's just pick and roll offense. They're just knowing where the defense is reacting to that pick and roll and knowing who to go to. They haven't been making the right decisions on those plays.
First shot was good by Hilton. Here comes the second one. That one through as well, makes it 24-14, now a 10-point lead. Carr now with it. Hands it off to Shipley. Shipley's going to shoot from the charity stripe, and that's good. 24-16.
If they're going to give you that shot, take it.
Leidig with it, that is Skatell. Now over to Hilton. Ball down low to Paglow, and that shot's no good. Going back the other way is Shepherd, it's Jordan Carr. Carr with it. She's going to hand it off to Shipley. Shipley's going to dribble drive through the lane, or to the right of the lane, left of the lane, She tries to go up, but doesn't make the shot. Ball is tried to get the rebound with Shepherd. They couldn't. It'll be another foul.
Yeah, she just kind of recklessly went after that rebound. Second foul on Kara. So she'll check out. Bulls check back in.
Skattel bringing it up. Guarded by Carr. She passes that one to Fox. Fox now over to Ladig. Ladig down low to Paglow. Paglow's shot is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Grant. Grant up to Haggerty. Haggerty's going to go through the lane. Ball's taken away, though, by Hilton as she couldn't keep it there. Now over to Paglow. Paglow. Down low to Hilton. The ball's nearly taken away. Fighting for it. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow remains with the Mountaineers.
It just seems like Shepherd's all out of sorts on both sides. Mansfield's starting to figure out the ways to attack the zone, and the offense just can't get anything
maybe
going.
Coach Kaufman would use a timeout here soon.
I think one would do some good.
3 coming from
Especially now.
Fox, and that's through 27-16, 11-point lead now. Carr running point. Over to Haggerty, back to Carr.
That's definitely the spot I would have been calling timeout if I hadn't called one already.
Shipley with it. She passes now to Grant for 3, and that's through. Or excuse me, that's Haggerty. 27-19 is now the score. Shepherd still there, has a chance in the game. It hasn't given it up yet. It's an 8-point deficit here.
I'll give Haggerty some credit. I called that bad shot selection when she took it from about the same spot earlier and missed. But obviously she can make them. That's why she takes them.
Ball now to Hilton, but it ends up getting taken away by Shipley. She'll run the court. Slow it down, pass to Carr. Carr now to Grant, over to Haggerty. Now to Shipley. Shipley's going to drive through the lane, lay that one up, no good. Rebound, grabbed by Hilton. Now in the corner, now to Skattel at the top of the key. Then Fox with a 3. That is no good. Rebound grabbed by Shipley. She goes to the ground. Now it's to Carr. Carr picks up her dribble. She's got to go now over to Haggerty from 3, and that's through. Back-to-back threes by Peyton Haggerty. Just a 5-point game now. 5:30 left in the first half. Ball now is Skattel. Passes it over to Leidig. Down to Paglow. Her shot's no good. Rebound fought for, and we'll have a jump ball to be Shepherd possession. Second quarter brought to you on TV 10 by Orsini's Home Store. Not just an appliance store any longer at 360 Hackworth Way in Martinsburg or online at Orsinis.com. Also on TV 10 by the Skinner Law Firm. Injury and consumer rights lawyers. Call 304-245-6613 or go to SkinnerFirm.com. Carr has it. She hands it off to Haggerty. Now to Mertz, who's checked back into the ball game. Back to Haggerty. Haggerty down low to Bowles. Her layup is up and good. An 8-0 run by the Rams makes it 27-24. A 3-point game, 4:52 left in the first half. Down to Hilton. She'll turn around for the jumper. No good. Mertz with the board. Trying to maintain possession. She gets the pass line now over to Haggerty. Haggerty to Carr at the top of the key. She's going to set up the offense here.
I like them using Bowles as the screener when she can slip them. That's how she got the 2 points in the last possession.
Carr to Haggerty. Haggerty to Bowles. She'll shoot a jumper. That's no good. Rebounded by Mansfield, going back the other way now to Fox. Fox now to Stanton. Stanton, she's got to pass it to Fox, and Fox is fouled by Carr. Another foul on the Rams. It's 4 total now. We've reached the media timeout here in the second quarter. We'll step aside for a 1-minute break. You're tuned in to Shepherd Hoops on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 60 seconds.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here. It's a 3-point ball game. Mountaineers, the Mansfield Mountaineers on top of the Shepherd Rams, 27-24. If you're tuned in on TV 10, on WRNR TV on YouTube, or on the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference Sports Digital Network, we're happy to have you with us on this Wednesday evening, the 8th of February, 2023. It'll be Mountaineer possession. Stanton now with it. Over to Fox. Fox going to travel there. She thought she was going to get away with that.
I think she's
It's kind of a late whistle, too.
She was hoping. She was thinking, no, I'm just passing. No. You didn't see anything.
Haggerty now with it. She passes it up to Carr. Over to Aubrey Austin, who's checked into the contest.
Surprised it's taken this long to get her in the game.
To Bowles. Bowles back to Carr. Carr to Haggerty. Haggerty with 5 on the shot clock gets fouled on the floor. No. I think she's going to be shooting 2.
Yeah, she was going out for one of her. She kind of has a technique of like a low hook, like an almost underhanded hook shot she likes to do when she's going up for layups. So she was throwing it up at the rim there.
Haggerty at the line. First one is up and through. Second one straight through. She's 25 of 27 on the season to lead the team above 92% on free throws this season. Makes it 1-point ball game, 27-26. Stanton now with it. Her shot's blocked by Austin. Comes in the game, does Aubrey Austin, and makes an almost immediate impact. It'll be a turnover.
That's part of the reason why I was so surprised to haven't seen until 3.5 minutes until halftime to see her check into the game. She's been a pretty useful contributor so far.
Her pass to Bowles nearly taken away, but Bowles able to get it. She hands it off to Carr. Back to Bowles. She'll spot up 3, and that's off the mark. No good. Haggerty tried to get the board. Fighting for it, though, was Strope, and then we've got a foul on the Lady Rams. It'll be a 1-and-1.
They're both doing a good job. Good hustle, trying to get in, take that ball away. Bowles got her hand on it, on the ball. But then Haggerty went in, kind of gave her a bump, a push, tripped her up.
Drope with the free throw. Her shot is up and no good as it rolls around the rim. Second shot is up and again rolls around the rim, but Hilton there to get the board. Now a 3 on the way. That's no good. Fox has it. Fox now to Stanton. Now back to Fox. Back to Stanton. And it's over to Leidig. Leidig now to Strope, who can't handle it well. Then to Fox. Ball passed back to Strope, but taken away by Shipley.
Good interception by Bowles.
A 3 on the way from Haggerty, and that's through. The Lady Rams take the lead, 29-27. 2:12 left in the first half.
They're having trouble getting in the paint, scoring down low, so that's what's going to take to win this game, getting those threes to fall. Haggerty and Grant have done it so far.
Ball nearly taken away by Carr, but it'll go out of bounds. Still stellar defense by Carr. as Austin checks out and Grant checks back in. So a quick stint for Austin. Inbound coming. Inbounded now to Paglow. Her layup is up and rolls around and in. It's now a tie ball game at 29, 1:52 left in the first half. Carr with it, trying to set up the offense. She's going to hand it off to Shipley. Shipley back to Carr. Carr is going to dribble drive. She has it taken out or pushed out of her hands, so it'll be out of bounds on the Mountaineers. It'll be Shepherd basketball. This took a little bit for Shepherd to get somebody to inbound the basketball. Haggerty will inbound it. Down low, try to get it to Bowles, but instead it bounces off her hand, is going the other way. A three coming from Ladig. That's no good. Rebounded by Fox. She'll put up a jumper, no good. Paglow gets it. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. It'll be Shepherd basketball.
I think they're in a pretty good position with this little bit of time left in the first half, considering I think Mansfield's been playing better overall.
Grant has it at the top of the key, now over to Haggerty. Gets the screen from Bowles. She'll step back for the three. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Hilton. Now up to Skatell. So we fall below 1 minute left in the first half with the ball game tied at 29. Three coming from Hilton. That is off the mark, no good. Paglow fights for the rebound. Sends it up by Fox. Fox will shoot a three. That's off the mark, no good. Hilton with the board. She can't lay that one up in, and we've got a jump ball.
Good block by Haggerty again.
And it'll remain with the Mountaineers here. 41 seconds, 41.7 left in the quarter, 17 on the shot clock. Inbounding now for a three from Fox. That one off the mark, no good. Bowles gets the board. Over to Carr. Carr now going to try to go down the lane. She stops. She's going to pass it. She's going to have to pass it to Grant. Grant's going to step inside the three-pointer for a shot. That's good. Shepherd now leads 31-29. Under 20 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock is off, under 17 now. Down low to Paglow. Her shot's no good. Rebound fought for. And it'll be a jump ball. It'll go to possession over to the Rams.
There we go. Showing some good fight. Good hustle. The defense has had some slip-ups here and there, but I like what they're doing on that end of the floor. And the three-pointers are falling on the other end. So far, so good. They've got the lead.
Shipley will inbound it to Carr with 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Ball to Haggerty. Now to Grant for three. And that's through. A buzzer beater puts the Rams on top. 34-29 as we hit the halftime break. And Dylan, if that doesn't give you the momentum in the half, heading into halftime, I don't know what does.
That's a big-time play right there. Good pass by Haggerty and Peyton Grant. Fourth three-pointer of the half.
We'll step aside for a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll begin the halftime show. You're tuned in to Shepherd Women's Basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 2 minutes.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Hello, this is Mark Sutton of the Sutton & Janelle Law Firm. The right attorney can make all the difference in your case. That's why you should call Sutton & Janelle. We have been serving clients in West Virginia and Maryland since 1999 in the areas of family law, DUI, criminal defense, and personal injury. Sutton & Janelle works hard to obtain a favorable outcome for you at a reasonable rate with affordable payment options. Sutton & Janelle values your rights and is passionate about your success. Contact us today at suttonandjanelle.com.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value Brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. Here as we reached halftime. The halftime show brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to WVJusticeLawyers.com. Dylan, a halftime lead for the Rams, 34-29. I don't think we've said that yet this season in our games.
I don't think we have. I think that's probably the best half they've played all year. Going in, they made a lot of three-pointers. You'll see if you can sustain that in the second half. Those weren't all open shots, easy shots. So you see if we can keep that up. And, they've had their stretches where they turn the ball over like they tend to do. But Mansfield did the same thing. Both these teams averaged 20 turnovers a game. So if they can get rid of those stretches that they had in the first half of having a bunch of turnovers, they can, and if they can get into the paint at all, it's really just taking those threes to get points up on the board. If they can find some offense inside and open up those three-pointers even more and contain Mansfield a little bit from three themselves, that's kind of been the difference. Shore up those zones. Mansfield's found some soft spots here and there. I mean, I said Mansfield, with about 2 minutes left, has been the better team so far, but that last run, it's been pretty even. It's a close game. It's been a close game, and it shows.
All right, well, we'll step aside for a 2-minute break. When we come back, you'll hear Colin McLaughlin back in the TV10 studios in Martinsburg, and then when we come back here, we'll give you some halftime stats. You're tuned in to Shepherd Hoops on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. You'll hear Colin McLaughlin in 2 minutes.
Are you the kind of man who insists on seeing results? Well, I'm Lori from Bechtel Jewelers, and I have good news for you. When you surprise her with a Valentine's gift from Bechtel Jewelers, you're going to see the results you insist on. As soon as you hand her a little box from Bechtel Jewelers, you'll see her face soften. Her eyes will start to sparkle, her mouth opens just a little bit. You hear that sweet inhale that says how surprised she is, and that's before she opens it. And when she does, you're going to feel those results. Her arms wrapped around you and a warm kiss. And you'll hear those results as she says thank you. And I love you, honey. Yes, if you're one of those men who insist on seeing results, you'll see the results all right, and you'll feel them, and you'll hear them when your Valentine's Day gift is from Bechtel Jewelers, Route 11 South in Inwood. And by the way, our gifts start at just $25. Gift wrap just the way women love. Come see us for her Valentine's gift, and you'll see those results.
This is Lauren from Orsini's right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at
Orsinis.com.
Welcome into the And One halftime scoreboard show on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Brought to you by Mountaineer Pub, located at 214 Mid-Atlantic Parkway in Martinsburg. At the half, the Shepherd University Lady Rams lead the Mansfield Mountaineers 34-29 as the Lady Rams search for win number 1 on the season. Let's now take a look around the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. At the half, it's Slippery Rock leading Mercyhurst 39-32. Also at the half, it's Kutztown with a huge lead at home on Shippensburg 37-19. 22 seconds to go in the second quarter between Edinboro and Seton Hill. Seton Hill leads 44-32. East Stroudsburg currently trailing Westchester at the half, 34-22. Also at the half, it's number 20, Gannon, up by 14 at California of PA. They lead 39-25 as Gannon continues to stay hot in the PSAC. Tied at the half is IUP and Pitt Johnstown at 34 all. And at the half, last but not least, it's Millersville leading by 1 on Lockhaven, 25-24. Later on tonight in NCAA men's college basketball top 25 action, you'll have number 23 Creighton taking on Seton Hall at 6:30. At 7 p.m., it's number 6 Tennessee against Vanderbilt. Number 11 Iowa State at West Virginia. You can tune into that one on Talk Radio WRNR 106.5 FM, 740 a.m. At 8 p.m., it's Tulsa at number 2 Houston, Georgetown at number 20 Providence, Florida at number 3 Alabama tips off at 9, Oklahoma at number 14 Baylor also tips off at 9. Then at 10 p.m., it's number 25 San Diego State at Utah State. That is your and one halftime scoreboard show. Again at the half, Shepherd 34, Mansfield 29. We'll take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, you'll hear from Spencer Dupuis and Dylan Bishop with the call of the second half.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Monday, Karaoke Tuesday, Steak Night Wednesday and Sunday, Thursday night Boneless Wing Night, and on Friday and Saturday nights, there'll be a DJ and or karaoke. And remember, Monday through Friday, happy hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
You've been in an accident. The choice of a lawyer may be the biggest decision you make for you and your family's future. At Mansion Ferretti, we offer a free consultation and no fees until we win your case. Call us today and protect your future. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
The American College of Emergency Physicians recently announced that WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center's emergency department has once again achieved the Bronze Standard Level 3 Geriatric Emergency Department accreditation. This program recognizes emergency departments that provide excellent care for older adults and have geriatric appropriate equipment and supplies available. Berkeley Medical Center's emergency department is one of 2 geriatric accredited emergency departments in West Virginia. WVU Medicine, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to the Mansion Ferretti halftime here at the half. Shepherd on top of Mansfield 34-29. We'll break you down with some stats here. First for the Lady Rams. Leading scorer Peyton Grant, 6 for 8 from the field, 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. To go along with 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And then second leading scorer for the Rams, Kendall Haggerty, 3 of 6 from the field, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. She's 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, 1 rebound, 3 assists, along with a steal, 5 points from Sydney Bowles, along with a block. Aubrey Austin has a block on the evening as well. Shepherd in the first half shot 42.9% from the field, 8 of 15, 53.3% from beyond the arc, and 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Now over to Mansfield. Their leading scorer is Jasmine Hilton with 13 points. 6 points for Olivia Peglow. Then 4 points for Esley. 3 points for both Fox and Leidig. And 6 boards for Hilton, 4 boards for Fox, 3 for Strope, and then 2 for Esley, Peglow, and Stanton. No blocks from them, but 3 steals from Hilton, 2 steals from Strope. They're shooting 34.4% from the field, 27.3 from beyond the arc, and 66.7 from the charity stripe. Those are your stats here at the half. Looking at it by quarter, it was 17-14 lead for Mansfield after 1. Shepherd burst out for 20 points in that second quarter compared to 12 for Mansfield to take the lead 34-29. We'll be back after this 2-minute break. As when we come back, we'll get you set for the second half. Third quarter will begin. We'll get Dylan's thoughts headed into the half. You're tuned in to Shepherd Hoops on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 2 minutes.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
This is a public service message from Bechtel Jewelers to Chocolates, brought to you by Diamonds. Dear Chocolates, you melt. As for us, Diamonds, we melt her. Hi, I'm Lori from Bechtel Jewelers. Face it, Chocolates, yes, you're sweet. Yes, you can be hard to keep your hands off of. But if the idea is to melt her on Valentine's Day, that's what we do. She doesn't exactly fall all over herself when she sees you. Her eyes don't get all big when she sees it's a box of chocolates. She doesn't fall all over the man who hands her a box of chocolates. Am I right or am I right? But when she sees it's a little jewelry box with diamonds inside, does she get all worked up? Oh yeah. Do her eyes get big? Oh yeah. Does she start to melt right in front of the man who hands her that little box with diamonds inside? Oh yeah. Of course, all of this is said with great love. Signed, Diamonds. This public service announcement has been brought to you by Bechtel Jewelers, Route 11 South in Inwood. Come see us because we melt her.
Back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. Shepherd has a 34-29 lead over Mansfield here in women's hoops. Dylan, what's your kind of thoughts on what Shepherd needs to do to continue to lead and get a victory in this one, their first victory of the year?
Well, if they can keep shooting 53% from three-point range, I say go ahead and go do it.
Well, Dylan, we all know that's very hard to happen.
Well, I mean, we kind of said when Shepherd beat East Stroudsburg here on the men's side, they shot the lights out in the first half, and they kept it going for the whole game, so we'll see. But I know, obviously, if they could turn the ball over less, both these teams are kind of on track for the season average in turnovers, which for both teams is a lot. Shepherd's turned it over 10 times, Mansfield turned it over 9. If you can keep making Mansfield turn the ball over and limit some of yours, then that gives you a really good chance to win this half. You win this half, you win the game. So that's all you really got to tell your team.
Well, back in action here. Third quarter brought to you on TV 10 by Hagerstown Ford. Revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to HagerstownFord.com for more. We'll get you the other one later on this quarter. Now it's Esley. Esley now over to... She ends up getting it back, and it'll be a foul on the Rams here. First one of the half.
You got to keep yourselves out of foul trouble. You can't, this team rotates in and out a lot, especially its top players, but still, you got to keep yourself.
That on Shipley, it's her second personal.
Keep yourself out of the bonus.
Ball now in the corner, back out to Esley. Then brought down to Peglow. Her shot's no good. be Rams basketball here. On the court will be Shipley, Haggerty, Grant, Bowles, and Minor for the Rams. Ball handed off to Minor. She passes it over to Grant. Grant now back to Minor. Down to Bowles. Bowles, turnaround jumper is up and no good. Rebounded by Ezzy. A three-pointer on the way. That one is an air ball from Kennedy Strope. Out of bounds. Shepherd basketball still hold the 5-point lead here. Exactly a minute into the quarter. Starting now under 9 minutes to go. Grant with it. Over to Shipley. Now to Haggerty. Back to Grant. She'll pop a three. And that's straight through. Grant with another three-pointer on the evening.
5th one of the game. She's 5 for 6 now. Career
she's
high.
Now got 19.
I say she's one short of her career high now, and with this much time left in the second half.
It's a 37-29 lead for the Lady Rams, who we mentioned earlier have yet to win a ball game.
Yep, I mean, this is the closest they've been to one this late in the game. A team with only one win that was over them.
Haggerty with it. Now over to Minor. Minor back to Haggerty. She gets the screen from Bowles over to Bowles. Bowles will dribble drive to the lane, lay that one up and in. A 10-point lead for the Lady Rams. 8 minutes left to go in the quarter.
Bowles, the leading scorer on this team, only had 5 points in the first half. They can get her going to go along with everyone else. Things are looking good.
Peglow, the top of the key. Ball taken away. Deflected by Bowles. Handled now by Grant. Grant is going to pass it. Ball's up in the air. It's Shipley. Shipley, that was a jump ball.
I was going to say don't rush. Shipley,
I don't know that was a jump ball. I don't think either team had possession at the same time.
Shipley, as soon as she caught that ball, she went up with it and they immediately got it stuffed downward. I think that was the right call. But she rushed it. She did not need to put that up as immediately as quick as possible.
Fox now with it over to Hilton. Down low to Peglow. Peglow's turnaround shot is no good. Rebounded by Minor. Minor now to Haggerty. Haggerty up to Shipley in the corner. Now over to Grant from three. She nails the three-pointer. She's now got her career high with 22.
I mean, of all the people to leave open, how do you let it be her?
And the crowd here erupts. We'll step aside for a 60-second break as the timeout was called by Mansfield. You're tuned in to Shepherd Hoops on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back at 60 seconds.
Hello, this is Mark Sutton of the Sutton & Janelle Law Firm. The right attorney can make all the difference in your case. That's why you should call Sutton & Janelle. We have been serving clients in West Virginia and Maryland since 1999 in the areas of family law, DUI, criminal defense, and personal injury. Sutton & Janelle works hard to obtain a favorable outcome for you at a reasonable rate with affordable payment options. Sutton & Janelle values your rights and is passionate about your success. Contact us today at suttonandjanelle.com.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University. Shepherd women's basketball on top of Mansfield, 42-29. Just saw now a career high for Peyton Grant in points. The freshman has a career high, Dylan, and she can only. There's 7 minutes, 11 seconds left in the third quarter.
Yeah, 17 minutes left in the game total. Only played 23, and she's already got 22 points in those 23 minutes.
The freshman out of Plymouth, Maine. Hilton now. A shot coming there from Strope is no good. Rebounded by the Lady Rams. That's Haggerty. Haggerty's going to take it up the court. She's going to pass it over to Bowles. Bowles hands it off to Haggerty. Now to Grant, and they're going to get a moving screen on Kara Miner.
They tried to do a double pin down there for Grant to get open. And off the pass, get another three-pointer spotting up. But got to set your feet.
It'll be Mansfield basketball here. Fox with it. She passes over to Hilton. Now to Esley. Shot is up and no good. Back to Fox. She'll pop a three, and that's straight through. We have a off-ball foul?
Yeah, I think so.
On Jordan Carr?
I think so.
So it's a 10-point game, 42-32. But possession now remains with Mansfield after the foul on Carr that loses the possession for the Rams. Ball inbounded to Hilton, and she's fouled by Bowles. Back-to-back fouls here for the Rams, not what you want to see, Dylan.
Yeah. I thought Bowles got in there and just touched the ball, but I guess not. I'm far away, so.
So Hilton will shoot two for Mansfield. Her shot is up and through.
They mentioned in pregame, Jasmine Hilton leading this team with 16 points a game. Had 13 in the first half alone. Gets a lot of points from the free throw line, 84% on the year.
Second shot up and good, makes it an 8-point deficit now, 42-34, 6:15 left in the third quarter, which is brought to you also on TV 10 by Smallwood & Small Insurance Group, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361. Turnover by Shepherd. Let's say it.
That's a bad call.
Went off Bowles.
Someone correct that.
And they're not going to correct it.
Miner pretty clearly passed for the leg of the Mansfield defender.
Yeah, they're all confused now.
Okay. Got three people out there to call it.
Ball now in Fox's hand. She loses possession. Now over to Leidig. A three on the way from Hilton is through. Just like that, it's now a 5-point deficit. 42-37. The Rams losing momentum here over the last couple minutes. Carr with it down the lane. No shot, but she's fouled.
Boy, they needed some sort of thing to stop that momentum there. If you can get, it looks like, well, no, that's on the floor. I was going to say 2 free throws can help that out, but we'll say it was right before she put up the shot.
Bowles will inbound it to Haggerty.
Haggerty
to Grant from 3. That's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Esley.
I need a timeout
Fox.
Before.
Over to Leidig. Her shot is up and no good, but rebounded by Stanton. Stanton back out to Fox. Fox now to Esley. Esley gets the screen. Now to Fox. Back to Hilton. She'll pop a 3. That's off the mark. No good. Rebound is no good, but Grant gets it and she's fouled.
They just weren't. Looked like a little bit of frustration.
It's Kara Miner's 3rd foul of the game. 15 foul.
I thought it would have been a good idea.
Is going to check in for Miner.
Yeah, I think it would have been a good idea to call a timeout after that last 3-pointer that Mansfield got. I think after these free throws, I would want to talk to my team.
First shot coming from Hilton is up and no good. Second shot coming here from Hilton. It is straight through. 42-38. And Shepherd does call a timeout. Dylan will take one with him. We'll be back in 60 seconds as it's a media timeout as well. You're tuned in to EPAC Hoops on Talk Radio on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. 42-38 is the score. Back in 60 seconds.
The Honda HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, Passport, and Ridgeline. They all have one thing in common. They never back off from a challenge. Available with all-wheel drive, the Honda SUV lineup has the performance you can count on and the capability to amaze. It's no wonder Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com named Honda the 2022 Best Value brand.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
Based on 2022 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book, visit KBB.com for more information.
Welcome back here to the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University. Shepherd women have a 4-point lead now. It's dissolved down to 4, 42-38. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. It's their possession. Jordan Carr brings it up after the timeout by Coach Kaufman. Carr will dribble drive through the lane, and she's fouled putting up the shot. She'll go to the line.
This is what they needed. Again, try to get yourself some easy points on the board. Easier, at the very least. Some easier opportunities. Jordan Carr on the year shooting only 48% from the line, though.
First shot is up and good. Makes it 43-38.
Although that hasn't been on a lot of attempts. It's only the 24th free throw she's shot on the year.
Second shot. Up and rolls around and no good. Now over to Elsie. Elsie to Stanton. Stanton now back to Elsie. Over to Hilton. Hilton passes now to Leidig. Over to Skattel. Back to Skattel now. Down low. Guarded by Mertz. That shot is deflected, but she's fouled.
Hilton's a problem. Mertz, that's a tough matchup for her. I understand. Bowles has gotten some. She's gotten some fouls on her. You have Kara Miner on the bench with some foul trouble. Someone's got to guard her. I think I would want Haggerty right now, though I think she's gotten a couple fouls as well.
Hilton now up to 20 points with that first free throw.
And Haggerty only had one foul on her in the first half.
Second shot is up and good.
That might be your best option at this point.
21 points now for Hilton. The leading scorer for the Mountaineers.
It was really a couple stretches of hot three-point shooting that got Shepherd back in this. They haven't quite found that yet in the second half.
Jordan Carr now hands it over to Haggerty. Now to Grant. Grant, who's having a career night, over to Mertz. Now to Carr. To Bowles. Back to Haggerty. She tries to go through the lane, ends up pushing it out of bounds. So it'll be a turnover. 3-point game now, 43-40.
Austin checking in for Haggerty. That's another better ball handling option while you're having some trouble with some turnovers.
Under 4 to go in the third quarter now. Ball on the ground. And a timeout called by the Mountaineers. I don't really know what just happened. Kind of fell on the ground.
Just fell down.
They wanted a foul, though, which was kind of confusing.
No, there wasn't any foul.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on there, Dylan, but Rams had a 12-point lead here a few minutes back, and now it's a 3-point lead. They're clinging to the lead, 43-40.
Yeah, they, like I said just a minute ago, they haven't quite been able to find that hot shooting that they found. Obviously, Peyton Grant made a three in this half, but they haven't quite gotten that from Haggerty. She made 3 of her own in the first half. The Bulls made 1, but so far hasn't quite been the same in this second half.
Ball now over to Leidig for 3. Her shot's no good. Rebounded by Peyton Grant. Grant hands it off to Carr. Carr to Austin. Austin back to Carr. She's going to dribble drive through the lane, lay that one up, and no good.
Good board.
Bowles with the rebound. Over in the corner to Austin. If she thinks about the three, she'll pass it, but Carr with the travel.
Started moving before the dribble, yeah.
If you're the Rams here, you're clinging to this three-point lead. You can't make those mistakes.
No, you got to at least be able to get shots up. Like I said, the turnovers have killed this team all year.
The Rams looking for their first win of the season tonight. Up by 3. Ball taken away by Grant, who's having a career night. She slows down. She passes to Haggerty. Now over to Bowles. Bowles to Austin. She thinks about the 3. Now over to Carr. Carr to Bowles for 3. That's off the mark. No good. Aubrey Austin gets the rebound. She passes it to Grant at the top of the key. Now over to Carr. Carr gets the screen from Bowles. She'll pass it now to Grant. Grant now to Bowles. Bowles will dribble drive. She's going to shoot a contested shot. No good. But it'll be a shot clock violation as it didn't hit the rim.
Just wasn't really able to find any open shots. There were some okay looks, but nothing. You could have had some slightly contested looks from Carr and Bowles, but nothing great opened up.
Carr guarding Skatell very well. Passes it to Strope. Strope now stuck. She passes down low to Peglow. Hilton's shot is up and good. Now just a 1-point game on the jumper from Hilton. 43-42, 2:08 left in the third quarter. Bowles with it. She dribble drives to the lane. They're going to get a travel.
Well, she picked up her dribble, took 2 steps, and didn't go up with a shot. So I think she might have gotten away with that on 1 or 2 possessions ago when she put that shot up right before the shot clock.
It's Fox. Fox now passes it to Strope. Down low to Peglow. Peglow's shot is blocked by Bowles, but Hilton there for the board, and then it goes out of bounds off the hand of Strope. 23 points on the night for Hilton to lead all scorers in this game, and a career night 22 points for Peyton Grant, the freshman, for the Rams. She takes up the ball now. A 1-point lead the Rams are clinging to. She passes it to Carr. Carr gets the screen from Bowles. She's going to pass it to Austin. Austin's going to pop the 3, and that's through. Aubrey Austin nails the 3. 46-42. The Rams now have a 4-point cushion.
That was her shot attempt of the night, too. I want to see her put up some more shots.
Fox has it. She passes now over to Leidig. Leidig to Peglow. Down low to Strope. Her shot is up and good. 46-44 under a minute left in the third quarter. Carr with it. She passes now to Haggerty. Back to Carr. She'll dribble drive through the lane. She'll pass it back out. Haggerty gets it. Now to Austin, who thought about the 3. Then she passes to Bowles, just past the charity stripe beyond it. And that's good. 48-44. Rams lead as we're under 29 seconds left to go. About a second difference between the shot and the game clock here. Under 23 left in the first half. Shot there down low is no good. It will be Rams ball with 17.7 seconds left and the shot clock off in this third quarter.
Last few possessions, Bowles has played good defense on Jasmine Hilton. Try to contain her.
Carr with it, under 13 seconds left. She'll dribble drive through the lane. She'll try to lay that up, no good. 8 seconds left. Fox going back the other way. She passes it down low to Strope. That's good. 48-46. We're headed to the fourth quarter. You're tuned in to Shepherd Hoops on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 60 seconds to start the fourth quarter.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here as we get you set for the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter brought to you on TV 10 by Parsons Ford. At 1400 Shepherdstown Road or online at ParsonsFord.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Also on TV 10 by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers. Leading healthcare here and everywhere. Spencer Dupuy, Dylan Bishop, happy to have you with us. Nick Verzolini, our cameraman tonight, back in the studio. Colin McLaughlin, who you heard from at halftime. It will be Shepherd Rams possession here, up 2 as we start the fourth quarter. Grant with it, she's double teamed. Ball now to Shipley. Shipley to Austin. Back to Grant from 3. Have a night, Peyton Grant. 25 points on the evening, her career high.
Her 3. It's what she's done all year. She's having her best, most efficient night from downtown.
Tonight would be the night to do it. Rams looking for their first win of the season. Shot coming there from Ladig is no good. Rebounded by Minor. It's Haggerty. Haggerty to Shipley. Shipley's turnaround. Her shot rolls in. 53-46. The Rams with a 5-0 run here.
Nice move. Get to the bucket.
9 minutes left in the contest, 53-46. Setting up the offense is Peglow. Now over to Leidig. Down low to Hilton. Her runner is no good, but rebounded by Peglow. Now Hilton. Back out from 3 is Leidig. Her shot is good. Silences the Rams crowd here. 4-point game, 53-49, 8:37 left in the contest. Grant's going to run the offense. Probably one of the only ways to get her the basketball right now is she's heavily guarded. The 25 points, her career high. Ball intended pass to Minor. Ball taken away by Leidig. Down to Hilton. To Fox. Fox will pop a 3. That's no good. They're going to think they're going to get Peyton Grant or Kara Minor. It'll be on Peyton Grant. It's our first personal. Teams first.
That's a tough call there. She didn't mean to make the contact that she did, but it's a fair call.
Ball inbounded now, a 3 on the way, and that's through. Coming from Leidig, makes it a 1-point ball game. 8 minutes left in the contest, 53-52. Shipley will run the court. She's fouled by Hilton. She'll go to the line.
You said Leidig is really their one consistent three-point shooting threat, 36% on the year on 63 attempts, which is the third most on the team. And she's doing that in just 17 minutes a game.
Shipley at the line. Her first shot is good. She's now got 5 points. Makes it a 2-point game now. Second one is on the way, and it rolls around, and it's no good. 54-52, 7:54 left in the contest. Fox with it. She dribble drives to the lane on Austin, and she's fouled. No, she fouled. Austin fouls her, so
I think they're calling it on the floor.
Yeah, that's why I was confused, because I was like, she made the shot.
It seemed like it was in the act of shooting, but it must have come right before.
All right, ball into Hilton. Now to Fox. Over to Leidig. Corner three from Leidig is no good.
I know she missed, but you got to get around those screens. You can't let her get a shot that open.
Grant with the rebound here. She's taking it up 25 points for the freshman out of Plymouth, Maine. Her career high. Now over to Shipley. Shipley dribble drives, pass back out to Grant. Grant fakes the three. She's now going to hand it off to Shipley. Now she's got it back, being pushed. She's got to go somewhere with it. Back to Shipley. Shot clock. Minor three, and that's no good. No violation though, as it hit the rim. Going back the other way now is Hilton. Now to Fox. Fox will dribble drive through the lane. Her layup is up and no good, but she's fouled. Quickly, 3 fouls on the Rams.
I think Carr took her eye off the ball there for just half a second, trying to look for who was around her, and that was the exact half second that Fox was driving to the lane. Just a little lapse, little mental lapse.
Rams up 54-52 here at the line. This for the Mountaineers is Fox. Her shot is up and no good. 6:54 left in the contest. Fox, second one coming up here. Shot is up. No good. Karen Miner gets the board, but secured. She can't secure it. Peyton Grant has it now up to Carr. Now to Haggerty. Back to Carr. Carr 0 of 3 from the night, but has 1 point. Over to Grant. Now to Shipley. Back to Grant. Gets the screen from Miner, and she's fouled. Second team foul this quarter.
We're going to try to get themselves to the bonus here. That can definitely help them out. Only the second foul of the quarter, though.
But still got 6.5 minutes left.
Yep.
So a lot of room there to get fouled here. Over to Grant. Now to Shipley. Shipley dribble drives now back to Grant from three. Have a night, Peyton Grant. 28 points for the freshman. This is an all-time career high night. She may never get past it.
8 threes is an insane night.
Peg Lowe with the rebound on the other side, 57-54.
They got to get answers on defense, though.
Now over to Shipley, to Grant, guarded tightly there. Pass to Miner. She'll shoot up a three, and that's no good. Nobody in position to rebound, though, for the Rams, so it'll go back the other way with Hilton. Ball taken away. Haggerty. Haggerty has it taken away from her, though. It's going back the other way. And it'll be Miner with the foul. That's her fourth foul, I think.
I think you're right. I think you're thankful for a stoppage and play there. You really needed one, but you don't want to foul to do it. That is her fourth foul.
Ball inbound now to Peglow. Peglow's shot is up and good. A 1 point game, 57-56. 5:23 left in the contest.
This is going to go down to the wire.
Carr trying to set up the offense here. 20 on the shot clock. Now it's over to Shipley in the corner for Bowles from three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Or side of the board, or side of the basket, excuse me. Ball going down the other way. It's a shot by Hilton, no good. Grant with the board. And Grant's fouled, I think. Yes.
So chances are you're going to be in this game to the very end, barring a last-minute run here. There's a timeout. We haven't seen this team in these late game situations with the game this close.
Yeah, that is very true. Dylan will step aside for a 60-second break. You're tuned in to Shepherd Hoops on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 60 seconds.
Some are dreamers, some are doers, and just a few are both. That's the heartbeat of Shepherd University. A quality education that's within reach. In fact, we're one of the most affordable schools in the nation. Whether you're just starting off or you're ready for a new start. Shepherd University. Don't just dream. Do.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Mountaineer Grill and Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Monday, Karaoke Tuesday, Steak Night Wednesday and Sunday, Thursday night Boneless Wing Night, and on Friday and Saturday nights, there'll be a DJ and or karaoke. And remember, Monday through Friday, happy hour, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Grill and Pub!
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. Shepherd Lady Rams with a 1-point advantage over the Mansfield Lady Mountaineers, 57-56, 4:59 left in the contest. Spencer Punick, Dylan Bishop, happy to have you with us. Nick Verzlini running camera back in the studio. Colin McLaughlin here. Under 5 minutes left to go. And it'll be Rams possession here. Every possession counts going down the rest of this game, Dylan.
It really does. This is where turnovers can really come back to bite you the most.
Carr has it, hands it off to Haggerty. Haggerty tries to drive to the basket and will remain possession as she gets the ball pushed out of her hands and out of play. She'll inbound the basketball here. She inbounds it to Bowles. Bowles back to Haggerty. Haggerty dribbling around through the lane, puts up a shot, scoring the field goal. She'll go to the line. Kendall Haggerty with an impressive shot while she was fouled.
The ball almost started on the bottom of the rim and rolled all the way up, it felt like. That's huge.
Haggerty's and one attempt. Shot is up and straight through. It's now a 4-point lead for the Lady Rams, 60-56. 4:37 left in the contest. Fox with it. She hands it off to Strope. Now to Stanton. Back to Fox. Fox will pop a three, and that rattles in. A 1-point game once again, 60-59, 4:18 left. You can't leave open those threes, Dylan.
No, I said before the game packing the paint was a good idea, but they've shown that they can make these threes, especially Fox and Leidig.
Haggerty now. She's got to pass it to Grant. Grant being guarded tightly by Strope. Ball now over to Shipley. Shipley's going to dribble drive the lane, lay that one up and in. Megan Shipley now with 7 points. Ball now over to Stanton. Elsie.
Good defense.
Good defense by the Rams. It's a board for Bowles. Carr brings it up past half court. 3:36 and counting left. Shipley now to Haggerty. Haggerty gets the screen, but she goes the other way, and she's fouled, put up the shot. She'll go to the line for two. So that was smart.
It was, and that's who you want at the free throw line. She's shooting over 90% on the year. And it just had that and one 2 possessions ago. She has a bit of unorthodox kind of ways that she goes for layups, and I think a lot of times that can throw off the defense. She doesn't really throw her arms up in the way that you would expect them to.
First shot is off the mark, no good. A 3-point lead here. Second one upcoming. That shot is no good. It's Stanton with the board. Going back the other way now are the Mountaineers, and that'll be Stanton dribble drive to the basket. She's fouled by Bowles.
Bowles is not happy about that call, and I mean, I think she has a case.
It was the 15th foul, though.
It didn't seem like a lot of contact.
The critical thing is it's the 15th foul.
Right, that last one on Mansfield was their 5th as well. So free throws the rest of the way, barring a player control foul.
Stanton's shot is up and no good. Second shot upcoming. That shot is straight through. A 2-point deficit now for the Mountaineers as Peg Lowe comes back in. Checking out is Stanton. 62-60, 3:18 left in the contest. Haggerty inbounds it to Carr. Again, a career night for Peyton Grant. 28 points for the freshman out of Plymouth, Maine. She has the ball now. Passes to Bowles. Bowles now is going to dribble drive through the lane, lay that one up. She is fouled.
That's what you need. Get yourself to the line. Bowles only 60% this year.
Her first shot is up and no good off the front of the rim.
And that was her first attempt of the night. You're going to have to make these. Like we said, we haven't seen this team in these late game situations where you need to hit your free throws.
Second shot is no good. 2-point ball game, under 3 to go. Fox with it. Now over to Strope. Strope will pass it now to Hilton. Her three is up and no good. Carr secures the board. Carr gets it past half court. She dribble drives now over to Bowles. Bowles is going to lay that one up. Not enough.
Wow, it was a good pass by Carr. She kept herself under control. Made the smart play.
Ball down into Peglow. Her shot is up and no good. Ball is out of bounds, but saving it was Sydney Bowles. Carr with the possession. Going back the other way now. 2:18 left in the contest. Over to Minor. Minor to Haggerty. To Bowles. Hands it off to Grant. Gets the screen. She'll dribble drive through the lane. And will remain possession with the Rams here. 2:01 on the clock.
Minor's subbing out. Got Jordan Carr and 4 starters.
Into Shipley. Shipley to Haggerty from 3. And she sinks the 3. 65-60. 150 to go in the contest.
She made 3 in the first half. That's her first one.
Hilton tries to answer. She does. 65-63, 142 left in the contest. And no matter what, it's going to be an exciting ending to this one. The Rams looking for their first victory on the season. Over to Grant. And Coach Kaufman takes the timeout. Dylan, we'll keep it here. We'll discuss some things here. I think that might have been a good timeout because they've only practiced these situations.
Yeah, that was a good time. I think that was a good time to take that. You got yourself up by 5. That was a huge 3 from Hilton, who, again, coming into this game, only 29% from 3. Only makes about 1 a game. That's the second one that she's hit so far. Shepherd, if you keep watch of this, Shepherd has 3 timeouts left, even after that one. Mansfield only has 1. That's something, Julie Kaufman does not call a lot of timeouts during games.
Yeah.
So, at least, not through the flow of the game so far this season. This is a different situation. Late in the game, you have the lead. Like we said, this is kind of new territory for them. 90 seconds left, having a lead. See what they do with it.
17 on the shot clock here, 128 left. Carr gets ready to inbound it. Inbounds to Shipley. Shipley back to Carr here. 15-14 on the shot clock. She'll dribble drive in, and they're going to call the foul on Carr, who evidently threw an elbow. Her 4th personal.
Oh, wow. That sneaks up on you, huh? Didn't feel like Jordan Carr had a lot of fouls.
Yeah. She's quietly played 24 minutes tonight.
She's played pretty well. She's been a steady hand with the ball in her hand.
Stroop with it. Now over to Leidig. Inbound to Peglow. Her shot's no good, or her batted around, but Stanton gets it. Now over to Fox. Fox's dribble drive shot is no good.
Rebound.
Peglow with the board. Blocked! Ball's going back the other way. 2-on-2. She stops. Under a minute left. A 2-point lead for the Lady Rams. Over to Carr. Carr to Haggerty. Haggerty is fouled. She'll go to the line.
There you go. I'm glad that they didn't rush that one. The first shot on the fast break wasn't there for Bowles. She picked it up. She found someone else. Haggerty didn't immediately jump at the basket as soon as she got it in her hands.
At the line is Haggerty. She's 3 for 5 from the charity stripe tonight. Her first shot is straight through. It's now a 3-point lead, 66-63.
This is a big one to make it a 2-possession game.
Haggerty's shot is up and through, 67-63. Inbounded now to Leidig. Leidig now down low to Peglow. She passes it back to Leidig. Leidig steps out of bounds. It'll be Shepherd basketball, 41.2 seconds left. You got to think fouling might come into concern here, but another timeout. Shepherd takes the timeout. We'll take a 30-second break with them. You're tuning to Shepherd Hoops on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Calling back in 30 seconds.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here on the campus of Shepherd University. Spencer Dupuy, Dylan Bishop, happy to have you with us. Nick Verzolini, the cameraman for this game. I'll swap out with him, headed to the men's game here. Coming up here past 7:45. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio. Shepherd basketball here. Under 40 seconds left. Ball inbounded but taken away. But ball in possession down low. The shot there from Strope is good. And Coach Kaufman forced to take her second to last time out here, Dylan. It's now a 2-point game, 67-65. 34.9, which means there's going to be a shot clock. But they're probably going to get fouled and be aggressive. Will Mansfield be?
They could. That's a decision up to their coach. So that was kind of the exact situation that Shepherd had not been in all season long. Have the ball, teams bringing pressure with the intent of, if they do not immediately get the turnover, foul you, and guarding the inbounds. And it was a bad inbounds pass. Got thrown away, couldn't recover it, almost got it back, but couldn't quite get it there.
34.9 left. Lady Rams looking to win their first of the season. Mansfield looking to win their third of the season. One of their other wins this season, only conference win, coming against Shepherd at their place. But nonetheless, a 2-point lead for the Rams, 67-65, 34.9 seconds left.
Take two, get the inbound.
Grant will inbound it in front of her bench.
Shipley was open.
And it's a foul on Haggerty, called on Strope. She'll go to the line.
That was almost another disaster of an inbound play. Shipley was open. Grant didn't give it to her.
Haggerty 5 of 7 at the line tonight.
Well, luckily, Haggerty got fouled.
Her shot is up and straight through. Makes it a 3-point lead, 68-65. Second one coming from Haggerty. Her shot is up and straight through. Makes it a 4-point game. And Mansfield takes their final timeout of the game, Dylan.
Down by 4, 33.8 seconds left. It's cliche to say, but you don't need a 3 here. You can play for the 2, go back, play some defense. Shepherd has a tendency to create a lot, to turn the ball over a lot. They're not great from the free throw line. You can put yourself up by only 2, get a stop or foul, and have Shepherd make less than 2 free throws, and you'd have a chance to tie or take the lead back from there.
Men's game will begin, I believe, 30 minutes after the conclusion of this women's game. Must have taken that down to 20 minutes. I can't remember from the last game.
Not sure. I can't remember my say. You don't come here for a while and sometimes you forget what the difference is between high school and college can be, you know?
All right, well, game getting ready to resume here. 33.8 left, 69-65, the advantage for the Rams as Mansfield will inbound it right in front of their own bench next to the NCAA logo. Strope will inbound it. She inbounds it to Fox. Fox guarded there now to Hilton from three. That's no good. Peglow gets the rebound, puts it up, but she's fouled, I believe, by Haggerty.
You say believe.
Her second personal.
I think believe is the right word there because I didn't see a foul happen, or at least not from my vantage point, at the very least, at the top of the wooden bleachers.
At the charity stripe is Peglow. Peglow's first free throws tonight. Shot is up and good. 3-point game. Second shot is up and straight through. 2-point ball game now, 67-69.
Shepherd's taking their last timeout.
And Coach Kaufman calls her final timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're tuning in to Shepherd Hoops on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 30 seconds, Colin.
Some are dreamers, some are doers, and just a few are both. That's the heartbeat of Shepherd University. A quality education that's within reach. In fact, we're one of the most affordable schools in the nation. Whether you're just starting off or you're ready for a new start, Shepherd University. Don't just dream, do.
Welcome back to the Butcher Center here. 24.4 seconds left. Rams on top, 69-67. They'll inbound the ball from next to their bench. It's Peyton Grant. She inbounds it to Haggerty. Haggerty's fouled. She'll go back to the free throw line. (69-67), Dylan. These are crucial. And, we've said it all along tonight. The Rams have never been in this situation this season.
They haven't. They've done a fairly good job so far outside of that one turnover. And Shepherd has Haggerty at the line. She's, again, 92% on the season, 7 of 9 tonight.
That one rolls around and out.
Well, now that's what you wanted if you're Mansfield. This stays a one-possession game if you get the rebound.
Second shot is up and through, makes it 70-67. Fox has it. She dribble drives past the past the foul line, but then they're going to get a foul on Hilton.
Moving screen.
She tried to shoot the three fast, and it'll be a moving screen Shepherd basketball. Now you figure they're going to foul somebody again.
Technical foul, I think, on Mansfield's coach.
Technical foul on the coach.
She came out on the court yelling at her player, I think. I don't think it's official from where her eyes looked like they were saying. To the point where she was walking as she was talking and almost kind of bumped, had to stop walking because she ran into the referee.
Haggerty at the line. She made the first one.
I mean,
just gave the game away, essentially.
It's one thing for your player to make a mistake with a moving screen. But it's another thing as you as a coach to make a mistake like yourself, to get a technical foul on yourself.
It'll still be Ram possession.
I think she's upset at the official now, but it seemed like she was more upset at her player at first. I mean, lucky for them, Haggerty only got one of the two.
Ball inbounding from Carr.
Yeah.
And a push off by Grant.
Yep. That's a good call.
4-point lead for the Rams. 71-67 is the score. 15.9 left in the game.
They bailed him out partially. And you got the extra point from that technical free throw, but gave the ball right back.
Ball to Fox. Fox with 14 seconds. She's got to pop a three. That's no good. Rebounded by Bowles, and Bowles will get fouled.
They try to go for the jump ball. The possession arrow does favor the Mountaineers.
But she gets fouled before.
Right.
So Bowles will go to the line. With 8.5 left, the Rams up by 4. You could basically almost put this game away if you get both here.
Even one free throw here makes it 5, and you can completely rule out it being a one-possession game.
Bowles nails the first free throw. Second one on the way and straight through. 73-67, 8.5 seconds left in the contest. Now it's Leidig. Leidig's got to pop a 3. That's no good. Jordan Carr gets the rebound, and the Rams win their first game of the season, 73-67. And we thought it could happen tonight, Dylan, and it did.
It did. This was their best shot. This was their best shot at the first win, I'd say. And they got it done. Mansfield looked good at some points, but hot shooting, and they were able to contain things down the stretch. It's a good win.
Rams win 73-67. First win of Julie Kaufman's head coaching career with the Rams. And Dylan, let's just break this thing down right now. Huge win.
Well, it's still more turnovers than you like to see, but Mansfield went and turned it back over right back to them a lot of times. Huge game for Peyton Grant. I mean, they couldn't have done it without her. 8 3-pointers on the night, 28 points overall.
I mean, she's your player of the game, right?
I mean, yeah.
Player of the game.
8 for 10 from three-point land.
Player of the game brought to you by Kelly Allstate Insurance. For all your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg. 28 points to lead the way, 23 points for Kendall Haggerty, which I'm trying to find the stats here quickly as there's so many papers here. That could be Kendall Haggerty's career high as well.
There you go.
23 points. Her career high previously was 13.
It was a great game. She got a lot of those down the stretch going to the free throw line. Those were clutch free throws, over 90% on the year. And she had some three-pointers to go along with it. And what can you say? It was a good win. They were the better team tonight.
All right, the Rams get the win, 73-67 on the women's side. They'll try to do it on the men's side here in about 19 minutes. We'll step aside for a 4 or 5 minute break as Colin will change the streams over. But once again, the Rams get their first victory of the season, now 1-21 on the season. For our cameraman, Nick Verzolini, who you'll hear from as I flip with him momentarily. Colin McLaughlin back in the studio, Dylan Bishop. I'm Spencer Police saying so long for a few minutes. You'll hear Nick Verzolini on the other side of this 4 or 5 minute break.
You've been in an accident. Why won't the insurance company pay? Because they're trying to save money at your expense. Call Mansion Ferretti for your free consultation. We have the experience to deal with the insurance company and get you the compensation you deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Hi, I'm Annette McDonald, and I am the designer at Orsini's in Martinsburg, West Virginia. We welcome you into our store to show you a complete line of what we do here. We design your cabinetry, quartz countertops, granite countertops, hardware, anything for the full remodel of your kitchen and your home needs. We also do bathrooms, and we have flooring available too. We make sure that your project with Orsini's is the best in the market. Welcome to Orsini's.
Orsini's.com. We're all familiar with the phrase, size matters, and sometimes it does. Sometimes you want a bigger home, a car, a bigger chainsaw or boat, and yes, a bigger diamond. And sometimes it's not about size, S-I-Z-E, at all. It's about size, S-I-G-H-S. Hi, I'm Lori from Bechtel Jewelers. Yes, those size matter. That's what your holiday gift is about. Not how big the box is or how big the gift is. Instead, do you hear those precious sighs when she opens it? That sweet sound? that says I love it, or I can't believe you got this for me, or how did you know, or this is way too much. All of which means it's perfect. I'm Lori from Bechtel Jewelers, Route 11 South in Inwood. For that gift, come to Bechtel Jewelers. From diamonds to silver, rubies to emeralds, pendants to hoop earrings. Why a gift from our store? Really, it's simple. Because, does matter.
This concludes today's coverage of NCAA Division II basketball featuring the Shepherd University Rams in the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. Our coverage was brought to us thanks to Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, CMA Honda of Winchester, the Mountaineer Pub, the Neon Moon Tavern, Orsini's Home Store, the Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Sutton and Janelle Law Firm, and WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Center. This has been a WRNR and